Hi friends, welcome back. So let's continue our wealth series. So we were discussing about the wealth yogas and how it is created. So today I'll tell you the combinations and the planetary combinations also, which is definitely going to make or create a wealth yogas in horoscope or the chart. So friends, the first combination which I want to tell you is about the Mars and Moon combination. Okay, that is also known as Chandra Mangala Yoga. That is a very powerful wealth yoga in astrology. I can say that it is one of the topmost yogas in astrology, which has which creates or which gives huge wealth to the person, where we can see this particular yoga, even though the moon is getting debilitated, or even if it is not well placed. Friends, to understand this, I will discuss something about the nature of moon and the nature of Mars. Okay, so whenever we are going to perform anything, or we are going to complete any task, we always need energy. Okay, without energy we cannot complete any work in our life. Okay, so Mars is a form of energy which gives us that kind of that it is the planet will give us so much of energy that we can complete any task. Okay, many people have got different ideas in their life, but they are not able to fulfill those ideas, or no, they don't have the energy to start working for it and complete that also. But Mars has the capability of doing something. So to achieve something also, first of all, friends, we need to have the courage to start for it. Okay, anything we are planning to do, we must start. Okay, so anyone who will start first, they will win. Okay, yes, there is always chances of failure, but that's a different thing. Why this works and how this works is the logic to understand in this video. Okay, not other things. So to understand that Mars has the energy, moon is the mind. Okay, so moon is the mind and moon is the thought process. Okay, so when these two energies get together, the person will have those ideas which actually work in life. Okay, that energy, that kind of, that creates a very positive energy which will give them the directions or the courage to take very good decisions in their life. Okay, because see, when we are saying that a person is successful, his plans are or their plans are work the way they planned it. Okay, it is just happening because they have the visibility. Okay, they have the visibility to see that, and they have the courage to perform it also. There could be challenges, but they are in, they have the knowledge to overcome those challenges also. Okay, that is why when we are saying that, when we have so much of thought process associated, or so much of creativity or anything there in the mind, that has to be come into, that has to work. Okay, so when we have this Mars and moon, the conjunction which happens. Okay, and it can happen in any of these houses, but as I told earlier also, I will not, in wealth series, I will not include sixth house and 12th house, because as I'm telling you, sixth house is one of the houses where in if we see for KP astrology, it's one of the very important houses. But here I am keeping sixth house in a different, that has to be taken into different consideration. 12th house also, I will not add it to the wealth part of it, because 12th house is the house of losses. Anybody can say anything on that, but anywhere 12th house is associated means the person cannot keep the wealth with them. Okay, that will be getting, they will have so much of spending or expenses, so that they cannot accumulate the wealth. Okay, they cannot store the wealth. Okay, they cannot increase the wealth, even though the wealth is there with them, but the amount of expenses also will be there with them. They cannot have savings. What I can say, when 12th house is coming into activation, it will have its energies associated, and by anyhow also that planet, the Shah, if it runs also, there is, if even if the person is a millionaire or a billionaire, there is a possibility that he may or she may have to lose the money, or the the entire wealth they have. That's why I'm saying that sixth house is 12th house has to be taken into consideration. carefully. It cannot be, we cannot just say that. So apart from that, all the houses, why I'm saying, well, when if we see for Vedic astrology, there is sixth house, eighth house, and 12th house is not considered good. But I won't take eighth house. The reason for that is any planet which is there in eighth house, it will have a direct aspect on second house, which will make the second house stronger, and the wealth part, or particularly the stored wealth, increases here. That is why I'm saying that eighth house is different, sixth house different, 12th house, and sixth and 12th house is really different. Okay, eighth house is coming into a different aspect, wherein I've gone through a lot of charts, and I have seen that whenever the eighth house, for the person who is having a wealthy father, they will have, obviously will have generational wealth, or the eighth house will be strong. Okay, yes, eighth house is a house of obstacles. They have accidents and the long-term disease and everything. That is, yes, it's there. But when we are talking about wealth aspect of it, eighth house come into aspect, and it is strongly, it has to be considered. Okay, so that is one thing. But this in today's video, I will talk about this particular yoga, which is a very powerful yoga, that is known as the Mars and Moon combination, Chandra Mangala Yoga. Okay, that is one of the top categories of wealth yogas in astrology that we have, which is which is formed when we have strong Mars and Moon, which is which is there in the chart. Okay, if the Moon is exalted, that is the best thing which can happen. Okay, and but if it is not exalted also, it's okay. But if by any chance this particular yoga is getting formed in your second and 11th house, then it's for sure that the person is going to have wealth in their life. Okay, yes, and as I said, like there can be disagreements on everything and yogas and everything. You will have, if you have seen such condition, or if you are going through that, you can absolutely comment me on this one, and I will, once I check your comments, I'll respond to that, and I will check that to say further. But just to conclude this one, the first yoga in the wealth yogas will be your Mars and Moon conjunction, or the Chandra Mangal yoga. Friends, thank you so much for watching this video. In the next video, I'll share more planetary combinations which makes use of wealth yogas, and how the wealth yogas is, what is the reason that is formed there. If you love my videos, then I request you to please like and subscribe, and do comment. If you have any doubt on anything, you can comment. Whenever I have time, I will look at them, and I will definitely reply to your comments. Thank you so much.